What has happened this year may never happen again. All of the accolades, accomplishments this team and staff have done is something that might not ever be seen again. For that, we have to cherish these events. We congratulate people who have all helped in what this moment is. To them, we say thank you. Welcome back to 688 The Bull, Kansas Jayhawks football radio. What a great year the Jayhawks have had, winning another national championship title, breaking records left and right, and winning a championship for the third year in a row. I think we have to take a second and realize what has happened here in Lawrence and enjoy the moment. The list of accolades seem to just be never ending. We have the Jayhawks ending the season at 15-0 record. Kansas ends up having the #1 recruiting class in the country again. The Jayhawks win the national championship. They win the championship for the third consecutive year, which has been done for 80-plus years. The Jayhawks have one, if not the best defenses ever assembled in college and in the NCAA. The Jayhawks break a ton of school records, like looking at Ben Zapp beating the single season record for yards and touchdowns. Then we are beating school records for the same year in his career. We have Blanton breaking school records such as the most passing yards and the most passing touchdowns in a season. You have Jay Watts getting the most touchdowns in a career here at Kansas. Then we get the big record breaker in Rima Tucker, a guy who has stuck it out all 4 years here at Kansas, and this year is by far, the best. Like, he'll be a top 2-3 pick in the NFL draft. A guy who is breaking essentially every single sack record known to mankind, something that no one's really done ever since the late Derek Thomas. So he set records for the sacks in a game, both for his school and for the NCAA in general. And then he has a sacks in the season record for the NCAA. He now has a sacks in a career, setting the bar high for the next person who tries to break that. So he set pretty much every single sack record known to mankind. And Rima Tucker, a guy that will be missed. They now lose their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator to head to coaching positions at other colleges. And again, they will rebuild that coaching staff. But one has to think one thing remains the same. No matter what coaches, what players come to Kansas, they seem to be putting up national championship banners. So now we look forward to what comes next. Kansas and most of its starters must part ways. Many going to the NFL and getting drafted in the top 3 rounds. Kansas will lose most of its offensive and defensive starters. So now it will be interesting to see what Coach Slacker Gaming can do ending the season, and what will be interesting to see what next season looks like. But before we end, let's just take a second and try to remember everything we saw this year and what this team did. Well, let's just show you. And next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so that you don't miss any more Kansas rebuild action. If you're just now finding this video, make sure you check out the description below. There's a whole playlist of everything in the whole rebuild for Kansas, so make sure you go back and watch it to know what's going on. Until next time, Slacker out.